Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
29 is Mike 29. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still 60 Bison.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. That his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now it's Carson, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
By Brian Burns. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. All-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Niners' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Complete.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, 49ers 7.
Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Tigers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing?
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Hargrave, a loss of 7 on the sack. It's second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win off 3rd down, It makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Returnable here for Davis. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 42-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Down, it's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
49er 1st down.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The running back running
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 77 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. Big hold of the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He was 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, 49ers.
Watson on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is up to 14.
It is good. Makes the score Niners 24, Cardinals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Watson. He spins free, looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They're trying to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up
now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Lining up for the point.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Today's final.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw